Hi, I'm Brenda Astorino, and we're with Rick Lewis today. This is June 1st, 2009, and he is on a mission, Pony Express style, to take letters from people of the United States on his bike all the way across the United States to deliver them to Congressman and President Obama. Tell us more about this, Rick.
Well, you're accurate, Brenda, in that the design is to take correspondence to your representatives, be it Barack Obama or any of your senators or congresspersons. And all I need is a number 10 legal envelope with the address on it, with your return address on it. Seal it and get it to me, and I'll carry it to them, and I'll hand deliver it.
Great.
The idea is to hand deliver it so that they're responsible for that piece of paper after you give it to them. After you hand that piece of paper to them, now they blow their nose with it, shred it, or read it and act on it, then they have full responsibility. I've been corresponding for many years with my representatives, and I get the patent canned letter that thank you for your concern and la la la. Well, I actually don't know whether they're reading it or not, and in the recent history, I really don't think they are. The different polls are out there saying that when the TARP bill went through, prior to that, 2/3 to 3/4 of all the correspondence says, please, don't vote on it, don't make this happen, don't do this. And they all did it anyway. And I cast blame on none of them, I cast blame on all of them. We need to remember that this was formed as a republic, and that we are supposedly the employer, and they are the employees, and they need to see your memos. They need to see the memos that you want to send to them and say, hey, I really like what you're doing, or hey, I like what you're doing, but, or hey, I don't like anything you're doing, would you please stop? Any of those things. But they need to hear from all of us.
Yes. And you've got your Washington shirt on. You come from Vancouver, Washington.
From Battleground, Washington.
But
and
anybody can send you letters.
Anyone can send me letters to P.O. Box 100, Battleground, Washington, 98604. There's also a forwarding address that I hope Brenda has in front of her. It's in Maryland, where my daughter will be forwarding those to. You can also email us at janrickl@msn.com. And we will only read what we have to. We'll just publish them, fold them up, and deliver them. I ask that there's no profanity. If there is, I'll shred the envelope or whatever. I also ask that it be on a business basis and be kept in a business basis. The other thing is that I won't haul any trinkets, gadgets, or toys. We have enough burden as it is. I don't need to haul any more stuff. So no stuffed animals, please, or little flashing lights. We don't need those things. Let's talk to our people. Let's talk to the people that work for us and ask that they do as we ask.
From talking to you earlier, at 56 years old, you're doing this. And when we were talking earlier, you commented that you decided a few years ago to get off the couch.
Well, yeah, I am a cancer survivor, and I don't want to parallel my life with Lance Armstrong. He's unusual in himself. He's a phenomenal athlete. I am not a phenomenal athlete. However, I have the same attitude. Every day counts. Every minute counts. Everything you do counts. And if you don't think that you can make a difference, you're terribly wrong. One person can make a difference. And it's not that I'm trying to make a difference, but I think I can. We're wasting too much of our own time. We sit on the couch and we're programmed into things that really are unnecessary to the sustenance of life. We need to be healthy, we need to eat right, but that's for me. I can't speak to anyone else. I'm not trying to program anyone else.
Tell us a little bit about your bike, and I understand you have a hydration pack also. And
yes.
The bike is lightweight. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm riding a Cannondale Super 6 3 that is fully carbon fiber, including the cranks. Even the handlebar is made out of carbon fiber. The bike comes out of the box at about 16 pounds, including wheels and so on. It weighs, with the computers and so on, about 18, something like that. My wheels were hand built by Jonathan Garcia, a wonderful friend of mine. and it's a very comfortable fast bike. It doesn't look comfortable from this view, but it is a very comfortable fast bike. I also wear a hydration pack so that my dear wife Jan is towing the travel trailer behind the pickup, and she meets me from time to time, but I have enough to sustain me all day long as far as hydration, fuel, parts and tools so that if I have problems I can still keep moving. And there's always the cell phone. Yeah.
And we're going to have at the end of this we'll repeat the addresses, and I know one of them also includes an elk lodge, Prince George's Elk Lodge, so we'll have that address up.
Great.
When do you expect to get to Washington, D.C.?
We, by necessity, need to be in Washington, D.C. July 3rd. We really want to see the 4th of July Independence Day celebration in Washington, D.C. Jen and I we recognize that we're not going to probably get this opportunity ever again. We need to grab the opportunity so that we can take the time and do this right and see our nation. Even though I haven't seen the entire world, the parts that I have seen do not compare to my home, and that includes the Pacific Northwest. This is the best place in the world to live. I have been other places and come back and say, oh, thank goodness I'm home. Good people, good environment, a little wet, but if you don't ride in the wet, you don't ride.
And you've trained all over the Pacific Northwest, yes. Oregon, Canada.
We've ridden the Oregon coast, we've ridden the Canadian Rockies. We just recently did the Reach the Beach, my son and daughter-in-law and I, and that's a terrific event, well supported, a lot of good people out there. This is a great place to ride. Absolutely. I've been riding for about 30 years. I wish God had given me a little better cycling body. He gave me this short, stubby body, but he gave me the right mind anyway.
You certainly did.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing with us this information today and your mission and your passion for it. We will be putting up the information if anyone wants to send you more letters. Are there any other thoughts that you want to leave us with?
Well, anyone that views this and reacts with a letter, I don't want them to hesitate a moment because, quite frankly, if we have to rent a truck and deliver the letters to Washington, D.C., so be it. I don't care the number of letters. The more, the better.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rick. And,
thank you, Brenda.
We'll be watching your trip via the internet, and my hopes and wishes will
Is that
be
on
with
there?
you. Go ahead and give that information.
www.us, the number 2, THEM, us to them.org, and I'll be corresponding every day.